Hey guys, I'm back. I actually left out some info on these two cars here. I left a little info out. Sorry, I was a little close. But first thing, my wife's truck. My wife's trimmer here actually makes 365 horsepower with 400 foot-pounds of torque, I believe it is, 420, something like that. So yeah, this truck is quick. I'd like to see what it does in a quarter, but yeah, okay, so I left out a little bit of information on this one and that one as well. All right, so this one is running a stock F4 EAT-F transmission, Mazda trainee for Ford. That's what the F is for. Of course, I told you about the trans cooler and stuff. We're running synthetic high temperature, high performance trans fluid. It's just got a change of filter in it. It's got a new filter, and that's it. That's it for the most part. It's pretty stock. Been trying to find somebody to do a torque converter. I haven't had any luck yet. I've called 1,000 places. If anybody's got some recommendations, that'd be awesome. But I was told that because the torque converter was 10 inches in diameter, that they weren't able to build a torque converter out of hers because it's so small. I don't know if they just told me that because they didn't want to mess with it, or I don't know. I really don't know. I'd like to know the truth, but if they don't make one for it, that's fine too. We're just gonna have to keep dealing with it. But this car, the stock stall is 2100. So with the turbo being small, and this turbo is actually off of the Ford Turbo Coupe, came off of the Ford Turbo Coupe. So with that turbo being so small, and of course when she power brakes the car and mashes the gas pedal, it spools the turbo up to about 8 psi, so that puts the transmission, the torque converter, past flash point. So she can hold this thing at 3,200 RPMs, and it's pretty difficult because it wants to push through the brakes, but I got it to where she can hold it pretty good. So but yeah, it at the 3,200, man, you cut the brake loose, this thing, it comes out like a rocket. But it needs more boost, definitely. So we're gonna end up going back to my buddy's dyno and turning it up a little bit and see what we can get out of it. Initial goal for this car with the all stock automatic is 13-second pass. That'll be great. I don't know if the transmission will take much more than that. It's been holding up pretty good so far. But like I said, I don't know how much, what the limit is, and I've heard 250 horsepower, so I don't know, we'll see. So but yeah, hers actually has a 38 millimeter wastegate. It's down there, it's hard to make out, but you can see that's actually the bottom of it. The wastegate hangs upside down. This is actually a Mazda Miata eBay turbo manifold. It worked out pretty good. We got it for a decent price. But let's see, she's running, that's actually a RX-7 non-turbo B-code math, VAF, and she's running the RX-7 550 injectors. Those actually came out of my purple car over there. So running 10 pounds of boost, and we're gonna turn it up to see, how close we can get to the 13s, if we can get in the 13s with this turbo, which we should be able to. But we will see, definitely. I think I've covered everything. Yeah, I think I have. Let's hope so anyway. But yeah, it's open downpipe. She's running, of course, the Innovate. She's running the Innovate LC2 wideband on it. So, and for the most part, like I said, the car is pretty stock. It's got stock suspension, stuff like that. Nothing special. I'll probably lower it down eventually, so she can come out the hole a little stronger, so the car is not transferring, it's not coming down and coming up so far in the front. The suspension is really soft. This one, it's got ground control sleeves on KYB struts. This one's we're running a 46 millimeter excess power external wastegate on that. The turbo is it's an eBay turbo. It's JDM. I'll probably end up eventually upgrading later on. This turbo is old, but let's see, what else did I leave out? I'm running I think I said, yeah, we're running 42 pound factory forward lightning injectors. I think I did say that. They're back there. The old green tops. There they are. So, but yeah, I just wanted to try to make sure I cover everything. I know I left some stuff out on the last video, so I'm just trying to fill in the gaps. So, but yeah, I mean, I'm running an Innovate wideband as well. So both of these are on stock computers, and the purple car as well is on a stock computer. But we've got Mega Squirt for this car, and we got Mega Squirt for the purple car. Her car, by the transmission being controlled by the ECU, we're going to have to find another source to control the transmission when we go standalone on this. So I'm in the process of trying to figure that out. But once we get it, we got it. So, but yeah, I just wanted to fill in the gaps a little bit. As far as the fuel pumps, I believe the fuel pumps they're either 340 or 320 stock from the EcoBoost Mustang. So I can't remember. I think I said 340 on the first video, but I want to say they're like it might be 320. It could be 340. I don't know. I can't remember. I can't remember at all. But yeah, I just wanted to basically just fill in those gaps and just make sure I covered all bases with all the information that's going on here with the car. That strut brace is also off of a Honda, and as you can see, we modified it to make it work. That's been on there for a while, so worked out pretty good. So, but yeah, just want to make sure, like I say, I covered all bases. We're running a Festiva radiator in this car and a Geo Metro radiator in this car. So, of course, the full radiator wouldn't work because our turbo setups are come out too far and they hit the radiator. So, but for the most part, we have fun. Me and my wife, we enjoy it. I'm gonna tell you, she's a hell of a tree cutter. She cuts a tree. We raced one time and she she jumped the gate on me, so it's all good. I ran her down on top end. So yeah, just want to make sure that I covered all bases there with everybody. This was an LX bumper that I cut out to try to make it look as good as I could. It was running no bumper at all, but that was kind of getting old. So I want to go ahead and do that, but I was going to try to go ahead and run it like I did this one without cutting it at all and just put the intercooler behind it. But with that transcooler, that was kind of impossible to do, and plus I wanted that transcooler to get all the air possible. So definitely the transmission cooler is attached to the intercooler, but it's got about a 1/2 inch gap between the two cores, so they're not touching. And it's got it's got rubber bushings in between the two, so they're not touching each other, right, laying on it. Not that transcooler gets that warm anyway. So, but yeah, I just want to get back on here and fill in the gaps, that if I missed anything, that way y'all not looking at the video going, wait a minute, well, he said horsepower on this. What's the horsepower on that? The horsepower on this car is probably a little over 200, maybe right at it. This one is a little over 3. I haven't dynoed either one. I dynoed hers the first time when I first put it together, and we've made changes since then. So, and same with this car. So I'll probably have some dyno stuff, when I turn this car up a little later, and that way I'll be able to post that. So, but thanks for watching, and I appreciate it. And everybody have a blessed, safe day, and I'll be doing more videos. So just wanted to get on here and fill in a few gaps. So all right.